Hello and welcome to VocTer Plays Dreamfall episode number 12, which we hope will prove to be a lot less frustrating than episode number 11. In episode 11, we did a stupid puzzle for stupid people, and now we are in Mercuria.
I'm so sorry, I don't have any money.
No, he literally wants your arms.
I'll let you in on a secret, Rose Petal. Blind Bob's happy you don't have no home no hearth. Had those, hated them, left to begin a career in beggaring. Now a pauper's life is a king's life. Freedom, fresh air, no strings, no stress, no bleeding taxes.
Aren't you cold?
You think, but no. Had a bit of an accident with a fire charm when I was a wee lad. Left me permanently temperate. It's actually quite pleasant.
But what about that whole being blind thing? That can't be good.
Oh, that? It's theoretical.
Theoretical?
I could have been blind. Had an accident with a chemical spell when I was a wee lad. Near burned me eyes out.
But it didn't.
No, not at all. Missed Blind Bob's face by a mile. Could have burned me eyes out, mind you. Could very well have. So, I'm theoretically blind. Of course, theoretically blind Bob is no proper name for a beggar. So I just use Blind Bob nowadays. That's me, that is.
Okay. Hello.
Well, Bob, you've cheered me up.
Can I ask you a question?
You can ask. I might answer, I might not.
Fair enough. I'm looking for someone. The innkeeper said you might know. Her name is...
Hold it right there, Rose Petal. Tit for tat. Them's the rules.
And I got
What
plenty
do you
of
mean?
tit.
If you want Blind Bob to do you a favour, you do him one first.
Fair enough. What do you want? Just so you know, I don't have any money.
Well, Rose Petal, you seem to be cosy with old Ben Remay in there. Ha! Now she makes a robust mulled wine. Just the thing for a cold winter's morning.
But you're not even
Ben
cold.
Remay, she don't take well to Blind Bob sitting on her doorstep. And she don't willingly part with her wares without recompense of sorts.
You want mulled wine?
Oh, a bottle would do nicely, Rose Petal. Mind, it's the good stuff now. Made with Mrs. Mullins' mixed spices.
Mulled wine made with Mrs. Mullins' mixed spices. Fine, I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thanks, Petal. You've made a theoretically blind man happy. Don't mind me, good sir, madam. I'm just a poor old blind bastard with nowhere to go and nothing to eat.
Oh, I love him. Oh, can I just take him everywhere with me? Okay.
I don't know any of these titles. A bestiary of the Southlands. Okay, I don't want to know any of these titles.
Sneaky, sneaky. Was there wine down here?
All this stuff.
No.
It's like something out of a fantasy role-playing game.
Okay, maybe not. I thought there was wine down here. And stuff that I could steal. Evidently, stealing, not in my future.
That beer tap looks out of place. It's too shiny and modern.
Can't go through the door,
Apples?
is it?
Sure looks like apples, but I'm not taking anything for granted anymore.
Okay, so thievery, not in my future.
Hello?
Yes? Oh, it's you. What can I do for you, child?
I spoke with Blind Bob, but he wouldn't tell me anything.
Ah, yes. Tit for tat. Given a chance to bargain, Blind Bob will take it. What does he want now?
Mulled wine. He wants mulled wine made with, Mrs. something or other spice mix.
Mrs. Mullins' mixed spices. For a beggar, Blind Bob is quite particular.
I don't know what to do. If I can't find Minstrom Magda, I can't get home. If I can't get home...
Calm down, child. I will help the best I can. I have red wine and I can heat it up for you, but I'm all out of spices. I was supposed to receive a delivery this morning, but no one has been by yet, and I cannot leave the inn to get them myself.
I'll look after the
Maybe
inn.
I could pick up the spices for you.
You could. I buy my spices from a merchant at the Southgate Market. His is the first stall on the left when you walk down Irede Avenue. Just tell him Ben Remay sent you to pick up her order of Mrs. Mullen's mixed spices. And be sure to mention that I'm not happy he did not make his delivery as scheduled. I will put some wine on the boil while you are away.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, child. Run along now.
Wait, how do I get to the market?
Just...
The quickest way would be through Old Town, but they've closed it off this morning. You'll have to go the long way around. Walk east, towards the tower. When you get to the tower square, go south. That will take you onto Irede Avenue, which leads all the way down to the South Gate.
East, then south. Okay, thank you.
And then southeast. I've already confused myself. Okay. Well, that's not a tower, so...
Make a donation to the welfare of old blind Bob, and you'll receive your reward in the afterlife for your choice.
I could just listen to him all day. Well, there's the tower. So if I'm going east, south is that way. Right? That's how compass points work, isn't it? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not very good at this. Oh, hey, look. It's this thing again.
I keep seeing these machines everywhere, but I still don't know what they're used for.
Oppression. Okay. The salty seaman. Ha ha ha! Oh my word.
Hello. What a wonderful morning we're having. How may I be of service today, young lady?
The innkeeper at the Journeyman sent me to pick up an order of Mrs. Mullen's mixed spices. It's for...
Mulled wine. Yes. Oh, Ben Remay boils the best cauldron in town, she does. Absolutely wonderful. I'll have them sent right up. Fantastic. Next.
Hold on. Ben Remay needs the spices right now. You can just give them to me and I'll deliver them for you.
Why, yes. Yes, I could give the spices to you. What a wonderful idea. Saves me from having to deliver them, doesn't it? Fantastic. No problem. None at all. Except...
Except what?
Except what?
There's a tiny problem. Nothing major, nothing that can't be solved. Why, it's barely worth mentioning. You see, the thing is, I don't actually have any spices at all this morning.
What?
I see. Isn't this the spice store? Ben Remay told me to go to the spice store.
Well, then you've certainly come to the right place. I sell spices and little else. In fact, I'm the exclusive distributor of Mrs. Mullen's in Mercuria. Best spice mixers in the Northlands, or any lands. It's just that, well, my delivery is a tiny bit delayed this morning.
Really? How delayed?
Oh, I'm sure it'll be here any... quite a bit, to be honest with you. Quite a bit.
How delayed is quite a bit?
I'm sure it won't take more than a few hours.
Excuse me?
A few hours, at most. Before lunchtime, I'm sure. Or by tea time. If he's not here by dinner time, I'll eat my left shoe.
I really do need those spices. Like, now.
I wish I could be of more help, young lady. But as long as the ghetto's closed, the carriages are stuck in Burrow Crook.
The ghetto?
Oh, you're an out-of-towner. Welcome to Mercuria, etc., etc. Wonderful, wonderful.
I don't like
So
you.
what about the ghetto?
Right. Well, the Azadi have set aside a section of Old Town for the Magicals. That way they can be with their own. We don't bother them, they don't bother us. Fantastic. Wonderful.
Why can't the carriages come through?
Because of racism.
Well, once in a while, the Azadi help the Magicals weed out undesirables. They close the ghetto down, search the buildings for criminals and contraband, sort of spring cleaning, if you will.
And your supplier is stuck in, what, traffic?
On the other side of the ghetto, up Burrow Crook, towards Coldstone Gate. Why, right below the Journeyman.
I just came from there.
Right. So you... Wait. Why don't we help each other out, eh? If you pick up my delivery of Mrs. Mullen's mixed spices, our specialty, and bring them back here, I can give you Ben Rime's order.
I guess it beats waiting around.
Fantastic! You'll want to speak with Harry Kinran. He's a bearded fellow, a tad ornery, but a decent fellow at heart. He'll be up Burrow Crook, right below the Journeyman Inn. You can't miss him. Ask him for Mrs. Mullen's mixed spices. He'll try and get some money from you, but the order's been paid for already.
Guy with a beard, wagons, Burrow Crook. Okay, I'll try my best.
Come right back here with the spices, and I'll give you Ben Rime's order. Wonderful. Fantastic.
Excellent.
Spices! We've got spices!
Well, no, you don't! That's the problem! I'm in such a good mood this morning.
What are we doing with this one?
Stabbing him!
Inside the ghetto, selling medicine to the magical.
Not
You know
medicine.
what that is, don't you? Treason.
Treason against the Empire. In Sadir, they'd have your head off.
In a second. Any humans who get involved with the magicals are traitors to their race.
I don't like
Might not
this.
warrant an appointment with the Blade here in this goddessless city, but we'll find a way to get you shipped off to Sadir. Move it!
Hey! They vanished! I don't like this. I'm gonna have to sort this racism out. I will not be happy until I have. So is there any way you can move just a little bit faster? Please? Okay.
Arms for a poor old blind bastard.
Okay. Below the Journeyman, which means I think I have to go around here. Maybe. That's him. Oh my god. Click.
The traffic appears to be backed up. No one's getting through. That looks like the guy the spice merchant described. The one with the spice...
There we
May the 6 grant me strength. As if this morning hasn't been trying enough. And what do you want, girl?
I...
On second thought, don't tell me. I'm not in the mood for idle chatter.
But I...
Magicals? Damn ghetto rats. And those rebels? More like terrorists, if you ask me. Not a day goes by without them troublemakers making trouble for the rest of us. They should stick them on a boat and send them out to sea, so as they don't bother honest humans trying to make an honest living.
I'll put you on a
Call
boat.
themselves freedom fighters, the terrorists do. But it's because of them that I'm stuck here. Again!
And I'm sure that's a great inconvenience.
Freedom? Ha! Freedom for who? From what? It's not like the Azadi are keeping us imprisoned.
Except for
In fact,
spiritually.
life's a damn sight better than it was before they came.
That's a
If
lie.
this is oppression, I don't want to be liberated.
Well, tough, I'm
Listen,
gonna liberate you.
Ye gods, I mean goddess. There's only one. Blessed be her name, etc.
You are so annoying. Listen to me.
Yes!
I just spoke with the spice merchant at the Southgate Market.
You'll have to wait until they reopen the ghetto, just like everyone else.
Well, he sent me to pick up a delivery of, Mrs. Mullen's mixed spices.
What? No, that's, alright. It's irregular, but I reckon I can part with it for a fair price.
He said it's been paid for already, and that you'd probably try to weasel more money out of me.
For the love of... just tell him we'll sort it out when I get down there. Mind you, it could take a while. Doesn't look like they're reopening the ghetto anytime soon.
I'm sorry, But he said he needs the spices right away. He's out of stock.
I keep hearing this buzzing sound in my ear, but I don't see any black flies around. Only you.
Oh, so now we have to
You
bring
can ignore
colour
me all
into
you
it,
want,
yeah?
but I'm not leaving. If you think you're having a bad day, you should try mine on for size.
By the Mojals. I mean, by the grace of the six blessed be their names. If you'll leave me be, I'll give you the bloody spices. And now, for the love of the goddess and for the sake of my sanity, let me be miserable in peace.
Deal.
Absolutely. Won't bother you again. Thank you.
Thank you. So, I'm pretty sure it's time to steal the spices and give them straight to Benrime.
Arms, arms for a poor old blind bastard.
Okay. Well, this has been a lot more enjoyable than the last episode, I'll give you that much. Although I'm not a big fan of the racisms that are occurring. With that said, I think it's time that I went and got myself some breakfast, because I have a long, long day ahead of me. So guys, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for yet more VocTer Plays Dreamfall.